What's good, money getters? What's good? How's everybody doing tonight? What's good? What's good? What's good? Tonight, we're going to do a little hot topics, a little chit chat as I unwind on Mondays and Wednesdays. Mondays and Wednesdays are a heavy day for me. Okay, I'm up and at 'em for like 12 hours. And plus, I've been up since like 1:30. So, 18 hours I have been at it. From I start my day, I try to start my day reading the Bible, but when I wake up at 1:30, I'm usually trying to go back to sleep. So I play around on my phone a little bit, which I don't really want to do that. I really want to pick up my Bible first. So I got to get that in my head that if it's after 12, it's a new day. Started off with God. So, yeah. But, yeah, what's good, everybody? How's everybody doing tonight? I got a lot to talk about. A lot to talk about. Let me put on my glasses. Who's in my chat? Hey, Denise. How you doing? How's your Monday going? Um, I'm gonna have a different type of live tonight. Ordinarily, I would be talking about my dating shenanigans at 6 p.m., but y'all, ain't nothing going on but the rent, okay? Nothing going on but the rent. Um, it's a lot of little boys out here, and I'm a grown woman. I'm seasoned. Experienced. Like I don't have time for it. So it's all about my babies and my money. Always, it's always like that for me. But really, really, my focus is on that alone. What will be will be. I'm not really caring. Like I don't know. I don't know. I don't really care about nothing but what I got going on right now. Chilling and relaxing. Oh my gosh, I'm finally chilling and relaxing myself. It's been a day. It's been a day. It's been a September. It's been a 2025. And we have what, 3 more months of this year, and 2025 has been eventful. It has been good. It has been bad. Very little bad though. It's been mostly good. Mostly a lot accomplished, a lot, and I just want to keep on going and staying motivated. You know what I mean? Guys, I have 19 of you in here and nobody has liked my chat. Hit the like button. All you got to do is double tap that screen. It is free to do so. It doesn't cost you a dime. Okay? And then after you finish doing that, go ahead and hit my subscribe. Hit the subscribe button for me, please. Because I know you're going to like it here. But tonight, we got a whole lot to talk about. Replay game. Thank you guys for tuning in. I know some of you come back and double back, and you like to watch while you're at work, while you're driving, while you're just busy around the house cleaning up, cooking, or whatever it is that you're doing. And tonight, I hope that it helps you get through your busy day. Okay, because I know I like to hear a good live with good topics, and I like to listen to different things sometimes when I'm driving in my car or where I'm having a busy day. I may be doing other things, but if something strikes my interest, I like to listen. I don't always like to listen to music or watch TV. Sometimes I just like to hear what other people are talking about. But thank you, Denise. Thank you for hitting the like button. The other 8 of you, what's good? I mean, you hear, you listen, and hit the like button. But that's all I'm going to say on that. I'm not going to keep talking about that. You like it or you don't. That's on you. But when you come to somebody's house, you should speak. At least say hi in the chat. Something. I don't know. That's what I do. So let's get into it. We're going to talk about whatever. If you guys have topics you want to talk about, put it in the chat. And if I know about it, I'll try to talk about it as best I can. And we'll go from there. But let me reintroduce myself. I am MMG, aka the Mommy Money Getter, and over here I do a little bit of everything. I'm a mom. I like to shop. I like to talk about the goings on, right? Because we got to stay abreast of what's going on in the world. And I also like to support other content creators, especially those who support me. So, and I'd like to teach other people about how I make money as a small content creator. I like doing that as well. I like showing other people how they can get to the content bag as well. Hence the name, the Mommy Money Getter. We're going to get to the content bag over this way. That's why I'm here, first of all and foremost, for that content bag. Let's keep it real. I like networking. I like supporting other content creators. I love meeting all of you. You guys are a blast. But also, I like getting to that content bag, right? All right. Welcome all of you guys who just popped in the chat. Stick around. It's about to be a good show. And hit the like button. Double tap the screen for me. But let's see what our first topic is going to be today. Young Thug. What is Young Thug on? I mean, I've been, I don't really care about the topic, but I'm going to tell you for real. I mean, since he's been released, since he got out, it's been one thing after the other with Young Thug. He's had an issue with his former artist. I don't know if he's still his artist, but with Gunna, he's been going back and forth. Gunna hasn't really said much or responded much, or if he has at all, I don't know. But Thug has been at him because he feels like he's a snitch, or like he possibly could have risked his, freedom with the deal that he took, basically. So now after Thug kept on and kept on and kept on. Hold up, I was just watching a story where this lady husband has been giving his mistress 1,000 every 2 weeks of his wife's hard-earned money, and she owns a food truck. Where's that at? Who? Is it real or is it one of those fake AI stories? Because we gotta, Deneen, we gotta keep our head on a swivel. We don't know what's what these days, but we'll talk about that one too. But and let me know what the names are where I can find the story at, and I'll look it up while we're chatting. What's the people's name so I can look it up and play a video or something while we're in here. But back to Young Thug, since he's been out, he's been constantly talking about snitching, 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 and then finally somebody snitched on him for real, and they've been releasing the phone calls, the recordings of the phone calls from when he was in prison. I think he was in prison for about 2 or 3 years fighting his case, and he ended up getting released. And I don't know, I think he might go back because what was revealed today is he was actually having an affair with a CO while he was incarcerated, and that is a crime. It is a crime for you to have a intimate relationship with the COs. The CO, if they find out, I'm sure they're gonna find out somehow, some way. They're gonna dig through those calls for real now because the Atlantic DA, they got egg on their face when they didn't really get the time that they wanted to get for Young Thug and his associates. So now, I think that they're playing grimy and they're releasing all his recordings, which they are public information, but you just don't really see this being done to this measure. There's You don't hear R. Kelly's phone calls coming out. You don't hear P. Diddy's phone calls coming out from him being in there. And I just have to wonder, what was Young Thug thinking? When you call somebody from prison, there's a recorded phone call. I mean, there's a recording that lets you know this call is being recorded. You are talking to an inmate in whatever prison that they are in, and then it goes from there, right? So I don't know why Young Thug continued to put himself in that type of trick bag. I mean, he talked about every rapper from Drake to Future to J. Cole to Kendrick Lamar. And he talked about the mistress he was seeing right before He got locked up, and then today it was revealed it's like they're piecemealing it. Who's ever releasing it is piecemealing it one recording at a time so that it just entraps him and just makes him look so bad. I'm like, I don't know how he could get past this. I mean, he was even on there discussing female rapper Glorilla and calling her ugly. Now, Young Thug doesn't have a right to call anybody anything, but he sure was, and she was laughing, thinking it was cute. Um, but at the same time, I got to keep it real. People when couples pillow talk, but he was talking to everybody and talking about everybody's business. When he was talking to his girl Mariah the scientist, Young Thug was talking about everybody's business. And when he would talk to his friends, he would talk about Mariah and other girls. So he had, I mean, I can see why he felt like he probably wasn't getting out. Young Thug probably really thought in his mind, I may not be getting out. So I'm just speaking my mind. TikTok crimes. It's on TikTok, Janine, or is it on YouTube? um, in his mind, he probably was thinking, "I'm not getting out anyway." He's probably just talking about whatever is on his mind. I don't know. Um, he could. It wasn't like he could talk about his case because he probably knew they were listening, but he probably thought, "I'm just talking." I don't know because if you know your calls are being recorded, why would you talk about famous people? You're talking about famous people, and you're when you're on the phone call, the other inmates can hear you as well, right? So I don't know, but I think him and Mariah broke up. I don't see why she would stay with him because she has a lot of egg on her face. This is embarrassment on epic proportions. She held him down. She was supping with his kids. Mariah the scientist even went into a nightclub, I believe, and jumped on a girl who uh, was, I think, seeing Young Thug. She got arrested for it. So she's doing all this stuff. I mean, if you remember, she said, "Am I your baby?" Remember that? They had a recording of her saying, "Am I your baby?" And she's pretending like she had a sweet little baby voice. And, she was talking to him. And I'm like, that was weird for her to ask him that. Young Thug is a weirdo. He's always been a weirdo, though, right? And the more you hear about these celebrities, the more they open their mouths, the less you see famous, the less you see them as these larger than life personalities. Remember when we grew up? Well, I remember when I grew up, I used to be in love with Michael Jackson. And when you would see him, like, you would see him on TV, and his fans would just be screaming. He was just standing there, just standing there. Um, and you didn't hear a lot about people's personal business, like unless they were major stars like Michael, like Whitney, then maybe the tabloids would go after them. But like the regular rappers and stuff like that, you didn't hear all their business. Like you wanted to know, right? You wanted to know, and you wondered, and you thought about it, and you probably said, "Oh, okay." And it turns out everything that we thought about P. Diddy, everything we thought about Young Thug and Mariah the Scientist relationship, everything is was true. So right, it's so different now. It's like the mystique is gone. And that's a part of being famous and being a celebrity is having that sort of life that everybody wants to have. You're going places people want to go. You have money. Everybody knows who you are, and people want a little piece of you. But now with social media, and I think that these people are actually doing these things to get more attraction and more people to look at them. It's like even with Cardi B with her new album, Am I the Drama? They almost had to jump through hoops and pull all these stunts, right? Because that's what they are. They're stunts so that the public will remain interested in them. Um, it's a lot. It's a lot, but more power to Mariah, the scientist. Girl, I've been there before, but not on this level where the whole world knows that my man been doing me wrong. Can you imagine that, Deneen? Chat? Like if the whole world knew your man was dogging you out and you sitting up here fighting over him, going to the prison, putting your life on hold and answering phone calls, going visiting, and on that receiver every Monday and Sunday I was on. Like Monica said, like you should have known better. Yeah, like Tamar is constantly a attention seeker. Like when she first came out and she had that show with her sisters, you know, she was pretty big back in what 2013, what from 2011 through 2014 or 15. Tamar was doing her thing, and Tamar is such a talented singer. She is a she has a beautiful voice. Oh my gosh, I always loved her voice, but it's her theatrics. Like Tony never had to do that. Hey, Elevated, how are you doing? Thanks for tuning in, buddy. And you just got off your own live. I appreciate you for stopping by over here. I really do. We're talking about hot topics tonight. Weigh in. Um, Janine, was that story on TikTok? You said TikTok crimes? Oh, let me see. Oh, oh, shit. Deneen, my other phone done went dead. We're gonna come back to that one when I could turn on my other phone and look that one up. But let's move on to Donald Trump. He's got a lot going on. I mean, here, let me turn this fan off. One thing for sure, ever since she divorced Vincent, but even when she was with Vincent, um, she was having a hard time because remember when I feel like ever since she left the real, remember when she left the real Deneen and it was a big thing because when she was on the real, they were saying that because I think remember Tamar was everywhere. She had an album out. She had the show with her sisters, the Braxtons. Then she was doing the real, and then Homegirl was doing Dancing with the Stars. So she was everywhere. Okay, but she ended up getting sick doing all that, and she got those blood clots or whatever. And when she got sick and couldn't be on the real, they was like, wait a minute, our ratings are better without her. And they said that her and Vince, they were like drama queens on the show. So everybody wanted to get rid of her. And remember, her mother accused Vincent of beating Tamar, said he tried to bite her finger off and everything. It was a whole big thing, you know? And then she got with that African guy, and it was a big thing with him. And remember, they had her in the hospital saying that she wanted to, uh, S word herself. Remember that? And now she broke her teeth. She don't know what happened. How the hell you do that? How the hell you just like I could see you passing out, but when you broke those teeth, you should have woke back up. So what happened? The story is on YouTube. Yeah, but Tamar was always extra. When she was on the Braxtons, you would see Vince like Tamar. He would always like, "Come on, Tamar." Like she was always a lot, and that's I remember watching a reel and I couldn't take it because she would always be so loud and they would all be just over the top. I couldn't get with the reel. I never liked it. But I guess when she got off they kind of calmed down a lot. But maybe she thought that's how they wanted her to be. They could have gave her a chance. Because honestly, that's why I was tuning in. I wasn't tuning in for the other people. I was tuning in for Tamar because she was popping at the time. I didn't really care for the other women on there. I just didn't. Jeannie Mai, I couldn't. Ugh, yeah. But yeah, that's what's going on in the world. A lot of drama, a lot of stunts. Even with the president, Donald Trump, he has so much going on. Like, My word. She lied about the teeth and waking up in a puddle of blood. That's what they said, but she had some dentist come on there. I don't know. Because all of a sudden her album was being advertised, and she said that that just happened, so happened. Like, come on, if you really got hurt, why would you be putting out your album is coming out? It looks like you would have did it at least the next month or a week or two later. Make it at least look like it's real. But she came out, she was like, ooh, I can't even move my mouth. I can't even move my lip. But she was moving her lip. And then she was doing a tutorial, a makeup tutorial. You were so upset about everything that happened to you. And then you came out and did a tutorial. Something is definitely going on with that girl. I don't even know if it's a stunt. I think she might have a little issue. She's the baby of the family, a little spoiled. She's been through a lot. She's been through a lot. And I'm just thinking that maybe, it might be a little mental health issue going on with her. So many people got something going on, and I'm not saying that to be outlandish or to be sarcastic. It may be something going on with Tamar. You know what I mean? So yeah, back to Trump. He's a drama queen, and right now between him using the National Guard to police U.S. cities, and I definitely feel like something should be done about crime in the U.S. in places, especially like Chicago and the DMV, where I remember years and years ago, decades ago, I told my mom, I'm going to Howard University. She was like, Howard? She said, how Washington is, D.C. is worse than, or wherever Howard is. She said, it's worse than South Central LA. You don't want to go there. And everybody was like, oh, it's bad over there. Like, you can't even leave the campus, really. And I did a little research or whatever, but that was decades ago, guys. And DC was back there then. And you got to imagine this. This is the White House. This is where the president lives, and then they have all that crime going on right around the White House. It's like the U.S. is just the U.S. is just like a crazy place, because why would you have all this stuff going on? But at the same time, Trump is such a hypocrite. He had no problem when those insurrectionists stormed the White House or stormed the Capitol on January 6th, 2021. It wasn't a problem then. You didn't call the National Guard to come get them, and they was looking for Mike Pence and Nancy Pelosi. They were trying to get a hold of them. You did not. You basically told them to storm the Capitol. So I don't know. And now they got the Epstein files, and now they're leaking it on him, and he has like all this, all these weird receipts and different things. He wanted to distance himself, right, and try to act like, oh, it was just a hoax, it's all a fraud, but it's not. People are saying that he bought his wife Melania from Epstein. Now that's a lot. That's a lot, but that's what they're saying. I don't know. But I don't know. Trump got a lot going on. A lot going on. Like no other president has ever had. Like, think about it. It was a lot of political commentary about other presidents, about the decisions they make. But with Trump, it's like his personality, what he's doing in his private life, what he's done in his private time. We weren't in Obama's business like that. Biden, they were on, in his son's business, because his son got arrested and his son was up to no good. But most presidents, you don't really get and be in their business like that. And now Trump, it's like you got so much going on, and you're constantly trying to dispute this rumor and that rumor. It's like you're making us look weak, for real, and you're the president. But yeah, oh, yeah, I don't know, guys. I do not know. I don't. It's like on the one hand, Trump has done everything he said he's gonna do, and he's kept his word. But on the other hand, it's like, grow up. You're like almost 80 years old, and you act like a child. Um. So yeah. Now the next topic I have was we did Trump, we did Young Thug. Was Dakara is Dakara Thompson? Dakara is the 19-year-old who's from the DMV. Trump. I thought you had the National Guard out in the DMV. I thought you had ICE on their job. How did you let this happen? Yeah, he's a spoiled brat and a bully. You heard that also about his wife. They've been saying that for a while. Like, where did he get her from? Like, it's crazy, you know? But I'm not going to speak out of turn. I don't know, but no, if he bought Melania or not. Um, but they said for $26,000, that's all he had to pay for. That's crazy. $26,000. This stuff these people come up with, I promise you. But yeah, let's go here about the TikTok crimes. Let me see. I don't really like the iPhone. I can't stand the iPhones. That's why I'm always on my Samsung. But what I do like is that an iPhone would charge up real quick. It charges up so quick. But let's see. I'm gonna go to YouTube. I'm gonna look up TikTok crimes. Let me go back. Oh, I keep always forgetting that TikTok is 2 words. But I like crime shows too, Deneen. I've been last night I fell asleep on 48 on 48 is it 48 hours or 48 or first 48. I can sleep so good off of episode of first 48. That is crazy. It is wild, but I could go to sleep like a baby off an episode of first 48. Okay, let me see. Latest video. Deneen. Hey, K Mizzo, what's good? Thank you for the congratulations. 3K, 3K, 3K. I made 3K on Saturday. I posted a short and I was saying that I had 285. I needed 15 more to go to 3K. And then it was like real quick, I got 40 new followers. So, yeah. Oh, her food truck money. Oh, child, let's listen to this real quick. Um, okay, let's see. We're going to tune in to, it says, wife discovers her food truck money paid another woman's bills for 5 years. Deneen, what in the flip? Okay, but it's long, so we're just going to listen to some of it. Yep, I see it. Want the fastest working GLP-1? Let's let the ad play. We're not gonna play that on my channel. Some ad, okay. I hear it at. This my home now. I don't live nowhere no more.
Okay. Before we get into today's mess, let me ask y'all something. How much money would your man have to be sending another woman before you snap? 100? 500? Because this Florida woman just found out her husband was paying someone else's.
All right, Camille, so have a good night. I know it says 5 years, Deneen, and you know what? I think that out of all the things that a man could do to betray you, cheating and sleeping with somebody, doing a one night stand, that ain't, I mean, that's sleazy. You could bring a disease home to me and you're giving somebody else the best parts of you that should be for me. But giving them money, you doing too much.
Rent, car note, and groceries. while she was out here selling plates in 90-degree heat. And when she confronted him,
Not selling plates in 90-degree heat. Child, bye.
baby, he said 3 words that had all of TikTok ready to fight. But first, look at how this whole thing started.
I want to tell my husband Happy Father's Day.
Thank you, wife. Appreciate it. I want to get this booty hanging from a bridge right here. I don't know where we go.
Now, see, that's always a red flag. As soon as they bring, as soon as they get on social media, oh, I want to thank my husband. My husband, ever since we met, you've been nothing but good to me. I never thought God would show me love, but now I got my husband, and you're the best that since white bread, and I just love you so much. My husband is so good to me. Every time they do that mess, it's like, who are you trying to convince? Yourself or the world? Because every time I see somebody do that on social media, it be some BS. Not some of the time, but every time. Like, don't come on. This is what it is. Don't praise a man. Don't praise a man. I don't praise your friend. Oh, this is my sister. Oh, she been with me from the beginning. This is my day one. What happens? You find out your sister slept with your man, or your sister uh that was disrespectful, his statement. Let's see. Let me see.
Going, but it's always experience. And happy Father's Day to y'all too.
Okay, so I'll be back to show y'all like what we're doing and stuff like that because we never.
And she's a
experienced
pretty
this good
girl.
restaurant
She's very
before,
pretty, and he's not even.
So I don't let my husband really be himself or drink by himself, so I have to do it for him.
You don't let your husband, girl.
It's not allowed.
Now I'm gonna need y'all to be honest in the comments. If your man can't even hold his own cup, is that love or is that a red flag parade? Because this is giving mother and son, not husband and wife. And some of y'all are about to defend this, I already know. But before you type that comment, just wait. Wait till you hear what time this man was leaving the house every morning. Matter of fact, check your man's schedule real quick. I'll wait. Because at 7:30 in the morning, this woman's whole world was about to flip.
I'm gonna let it play for a few more minutes.
So I just get a phone call, right? This one my husband ain't got it right here.
Hang out.
Let me tell y'all, I don't put people in my business. When it's just me and my husband, it's just me and my husband. And when it's 3 or more people into a relationship, when it's 3 or more people into a relationship, it's not just about, it's public knowledge. It's public knowledge. Like, it's public knowledge. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to a third person. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's me and my husband and we got something going on, okay, this between me and us. But when, you're cheating or I'm cheating and stuff like that, it's not just you. If you call, texting or in somebody's inbox and stuff like that, maybe I have cheated on that occasion. As far as physically having sex with somebody, no, I haven't did that. Since I've been married, haven't did that. This morning, I get a call from a young lady. Me and my husband been together for like 7 years.
Listen, if you've been in a car accident, don't call an attorney.
Okay.
Use this.
So I guess she about to talk about what happened and what led to everything.
we've been through a lot. He put me through a whole bunch of infidelity. I haven't cheated and slept with nobody because it wasn't because I wanted to, because I actually did. It was because nobody, like, I make my own money. And if nobody not finna give me no money or do what I'm doing for myself, I sell pussy. I don't give it away. And I'm not finna fuck nobody for free. And nobody not doing nothing for me. Because if I'm cheating on my husband, I'm gonna make sure that nigga and my husband gonna be able to take care of me. Okay, so I never cheated because it wasn't worth. I haven't never met nobody worth me cheating. This morning I got a call from a young lady. She been in a relationship with my husband for 5 years since he been dealing with most.
Now, see, Janine, this is what I can't stand, is those women who know he got a wife. You've been knowing about me all this time. You know about me enough to call me and let me know. Unless she didn't know, right? Because if you knew about me all this time, why are you calling me? I can't stand that. Now, if she didn't know, that's something different. But if she knew that he had a wife, and I mean, she knew. She knew. You always know if you're not the only one. You know. And to call somebody and try to bust another woman to hurt her, hey, if you couldn't fade him no more, if you couldn't take the heat no more, break up with him and let him do it with the next woman, or let him go home with his wife. But to try to do that to another woman, I don't play that. Like, especially when you already knew what the deal was, you shouldn't be sleeping with nobody's husband anyway. But let's see what else they're talking about, because that's grimy.
Multiple, women. For the last 2 years, my husband leave out the house at 7:30 p.m. I mean a.m. 7:30 a.m. and don't come back home till 2, sometimes 3 o'clock. And when he's really, like, you know what I'm saying? When he's really got his, on one, he come home at 5 o'clock in the morning. This happened. I'm always home by myself. I was sick last night, sick as a dog. Sometimes I be on.
Okay, so what you thought your husband was doing? If he's gone from 7 in the morning to 3, 4 the next day, where'd you? You did know your husband was cheating. I mean, you know he got something else going on, and he's doing that for 5 years, coming and going like that. Like, you should have, before you found out about the money, you should have been got rid of him. Like, what is he doing? Is he working? Is he bringing money in? I mean, or is he just sending money out? Deneen, you got me hot.
At food truck. I was on my food truck the other day. I was on my food truck. I was so sick. I was about to pass out. You thought that nigga offered me to sit in his car, and he had the AC running. He just looked like nonchalant. I work extra hard. This girl said my husband give her $1,000 every 2 weeks for her bills and stuff like that. She told me she lied about her name. She told me everything that I said to him just recently when he came in the house. I know he said it because I said it to him. I put my time and my energy, like, sometimes when I'm on the truck, I cook for my husband. Well, most of the time I'm on my food truck, I cook for my husband. Sometimes I cook and, I take it home for him at night. But sometimes if I wind up cleaning up and stuff like that before...
Wait, if you were detained at any California women's prison, such as...
Girl, these women, some of y'all asked for it, for real. I'm going to tell you that for real. And I'm not going to act like I've always been so hardcore and like, I ain't never been in no BS, because I have. But just because we stupid as women, that don't mean we deserve to go through it. But come on now, like, sometimes the signs be right there. It be right there, just blaring like a hotel neon sign, like a big bold letters, and we act like we don't see the stuff. Like I said, it's not her fault, but still.
I still cook. I still cook, and Hold on, y'all. Let me block him because he called my phone. Okay, I had to block him. This girl said, she been to my house.
Mm.
She said she been to my house. She told me where I stay. She said sometimes your daughter be on the food truck. He didn't come to my granddaughter's birthday party because one of the other girls stole his truck yesterday. Some girl named they say Crystal stole his truck yesterday. The other girl, I just called his other phone, and the girl got his other phone. Like everything that she was telling me about what's going on in my house, what I say to him, what's going on. Um, she knows everything. Um, some days I be like tired. I don't have. We don't. Half of the time is won't get hard.
Oh,
We don't.
girl, girl, look, I'm gonna listen to that, the rest of that on my own time. But girl, like, come on now, she should have been done with that. Just an, I mean, I mean, come on, come on. He's not at home half the time. He's not showing up to important family events. You guys aren't being intimate. Like, what is that about? That's crazy. The girl been to the house. I think she's attractive too, Deneen. The way she held that bottle up for him, talking about she don't let him. Girl, and this is how it always goes. It's always a cute girl with a not so cute guy that look like he ought to be happy that anybody want him. And then it's like he got to go out and prove himself. Like, it don't seem like he was making money because where was he getting that money from? And then giving it to another woman? Like, and then why would you need to bring the woman to your house? To her house, to your marital house? It's like they want to, it's like the more sneakier they're being, the more bold they're being, the more exciting it is to them. Like they can't do it, what they're doing without feeling like somebody might find out and it could hurt somebody else. I mean, you should just know all the signs. If you guys aren't being compatible in the bedroom, for lack of better words, and if um, he's constantly gone and things like that, and he's hanging out. You said this is where he hang out at. Like you said, you're a grandmother, and he looks like he's a good 50 something. So why is he hanging out? I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I don't play. Everybody play the fool sometimes, and I'm no different. But that's why I just said, this dating shenanigan stuff I've been talking about, and me saying I want a man. I don't. I know I don't. I know I don't because that right there just triggered me. That has never happened to me specifically, but I've been through some stuff before. But that just triggered me, and that just reminded me why I've been single all these years and why I be like turning my nose up. I turn my nose up. I'm so mean right now. I don't, ew, like it just turns me all the way off the stuff that people do these days. And right, the name trifling, and it's like, who has time to have their heart played with? You know what I mean? Like, don't play with my heart. Like, we're both grown. If any time you feel like this ain't working out, go on about your business and let me go on about mine. It's probably going to hurt me, but guess what? I'll get over it. What I can't get over is you going back and forth, you playing games with me, you lying to me, you out sleeping with other people, you telling them all my business. She just said he told her the girl knew all their business. Like, first of all, why you got to sit up and talk about me? Like I said, it's the whole excitement of it all. It's the whole what if we get caught? It's the whole, and that's what men do. They like to do that triangulation stuff where they're the one in the middle and they got two women fighting over them. It's usually the guy that don't have nothing to give, nothing to show for his life anyway. So he wants to feel as if he's important and he uses women to do this. I know. I know. I mean, they don't have a pot to piss in and winner to throw it out of it, or they're not very attractive, or they're brokies, or they are They are insufficient in some way, incomplete human beings. They tell the mistress their business because they want that other woman to feel important, to feel like she has one up on the wife. Like he talk about her all the time. He tell all her business. First of all, if he really liked you, he wouldn't even bring up the wife to you. He wouldn't even bring up the wife to you. If I really like somebody, the last thing I'm gonna do is talk to them about somebody else. I want them to think that it's all about them, even if it's not. But like I said, I don't cheat like that. I don't cheat anymore. I don't cheat at all. So, but even if I did, or even if I just get with somebody, like if I just get in a relationship with somebody, why would I be talking about my exes? Like, don't ask me about them. Like, don't even ask me how did it go, why we break up. Oh, we just, he moved and I didn't want to move and I had my kids. You know how things go. But yeah, we had a good relationship. We still talk from time to time. We're still cool right now. There's no beef or anything like that, and there's no, we'll never get back together. It's nothing like that. He's moved on and I moved on, but we had a good friendship. We had a good relationship. That's all you got to say, even if that's true or not. Men love to pillow talk though. The G code, the G's from back in the day, like I've seen somebody do this. Like the girl came up trying to tell his woman something. He wasn't even married, but he knocked the hell out of her like bop, knocked her dead in her stuff from trying to tell his wife something. And I'm not trying to promote violence at all. That's not the point. That's not the point. The point is you have some men that will rock your from coming to their woman, coming to their wife as a woman for trying to come and break up their quote unquote happy home. No, that's no. Just dumb, right? Um, cause I know if if the other woman starts snitching, then it's over with. Like you supposed to have it to the point, the other woman to the point where she's scared to snitch. Because once she snitch, it's over. And you got to lie. I don't even know her. She lying on me. Right to her face, she a lie. You supposed to say that. But I've had it to where I remember uh, years ago, years ago. And this is with an ex, nobody current. But I went through their phone. I don't know what made me go through their phone. They had it locked. They had a password. But men are so dumb. And what happened was we were talking about something and he said something and I said, okay, because I tried it. I tried 111. I tried one, because that's what it used to be. Then I tried 1 2 3 4. Then I thought about something that he told me and I just said, let me put that. And I put that and that's what his password was. And I went through his phone. And when I caught him, he ran. He didn't try to like persuade me that no, this is not what it was. He ran. He wouldn't even get on the phone with the girl or tell the girl, no, we're not together. He ran. Like, I should have left him alone right then and there. But he kept denying it. But when I would put the girl on the phone, he wouldn't say anything because that's basically saying he just ran. Like, I'm not gonna say anything to either one of you. I'm just not even gonna say nothing. But yeah, like it used to be a time that, you know, you have a burner phone where the girlfriend didn't know about your phone, your other phone, or now the girl like this lady. I know you saw that too, Deneen, with the woman. The wife went to the mistress's house, and the mistress ended up unaliving her in the front porch. That happened just a couple of weeks ago too, and she was like, "Tell my husband to come out." And I guess she had been married to him for a while, but I don't. That's what I said. These people nowadays, they don't know the G code. You don't never go to another woman's house. You don't never go to another woman's house knocking on her door, asking for your man. I don't care if it is your husband. You never did that, and I've even done that before. I even went to my baby daddy, other baby mama house, knocked on the door where he at. Me and all my, and we was riding deep, and he came on outside. It was like, oh, we need to use the bathroom. I mean, she was hot. Now, I knew she was a Rudy Poot. I knew she wasn't gonna do nothing. She didn't even come outside. None of that. She was scary. This is when I'm younger. Okay, this ain't no grown MMG stuff. But but we did that. She didn't come outside. She wasn't gonna do nothing. She wasn't gonna do nothing but talk mess on the phone. She was one of those cell soldiers. A soldier is somebody, when they're in jail and they talk mess behind the door. But when them doors open, they on mute. She was one of them. She loved to talk mess. It was. This was years ago. It was my sister's birthday. We all sitting around chilling, and my cousin's mad at her husband. Uh, my cousin's wife was riding down on him. We were all riding down on our baby daddy slash husband or whatever. It was my sisters, it was my cousins, and we all got together. And it was my cousin's wife. We all got together, all in one car, riding around the city. We stopped at my cousin's husband's house. They were married, but he was at his dad's house. And so I got out the car. I'm like, yeah, she riding. We all riding down on our baby daddies. He was like, tell her to get out the car, because he was a G with it. He was like, tell her to get out the car. And next thing I know, she get out the car. They talk or whatever. We go get us something to drink. Go. What do we do? We let them talk and we ride off or whatever. And then by the time we came back, they done made up. He moved back home and all that. They good to go. I think they had a. Did they just have a baby? They had a baby already because me and her was pregnant at the same time. And so from there we went to my cousin, his wife. She wanted to go ride on some girl that she thought her husband was sleeping with. I was like, okay, let's go over here, but I ain't really in it because I don't want my cousin to be mad at me. And so then, it was a time that we used to have fun. I miss those days. And then, so we went over to my ex's, my house. My baby daddy, he became my husband after that. See how stupid I was? But at that time, he was just my baby daddy. Um, and so we went over there and we knocked on the door. And my cousin's wife was like, can I use your bathroom? And I mean, you should have seen his face. And that turned that nigga on. That's what I'm telling you. These guys are a trip. Like, they love to have, you think some of these men don't like this, but they do. They like to have women fighting over them. And that's the only reason why, Deneen, I could think of why he would tell the other women. And it seems like he had two or three other women, like I said, these insufficient, incomplete men who don't really got a lot going on. Maybe they're not really that attractive, whatever it is. Because if you are content with your life and you're secure within yourself, why would you be cheating? You a grown man. If you don't want to be with this woman, don't be with her. You don't got to cheat. Or if you don't want to be married and you want to go out here and date, do that. Because I'm going to tell you in a minute, I'm dating and I don't even have to be with nobody else. I'm single as a dollar bill. But if somebody asks me, are you single? I might even say I'm married. Just so you know your place. Because no, you don't have, you're not coming up, you're not coming up into my life thinking you're running nothing, thinking you can ask for nothing, thinking you can ask me nothing, think you could question anything. Like, no, I'm dating several men. And most of the time they say, oh no, I want a woman that's just for me, because they want to cheat. They want to have a variety of women. They like being able to have multiple women and all of that, but they don't want a woman to do that to them. Like, they got a real big ego. You didn't look at the entire story because your live popped up, but you want to see how. But go see what happened. It's all good. I'm gonna look at it further when I get off of here. But yeah, it'd be a mess. It'd be a mess. But um, shoot, man. Then you think about all the time you spend, all the lies you believed, all the games you let somebody play with you, and you realize how dumb you were. Cause that's dumb. I'm not like, how could your man leave at 7:30 in the morning and then come back home 3:30 the next morning? And then y'all don't even have a relationship like that because according to you, he has ED. So why even put up with that? Like, and she's a pretty girl, and she talking about she would just sell herself. Like, I don't know, just because somebody is cute, that don't mean they're smart. And yeah, she need to go get her brain examined. But yeah, that was real ghetto, Denise. Thanks for that. I'm gonna I'm gonna watch the rest of that when I get off live, and I'm not gonna be on here too much longer. But the next thing, or probably the last thing I wanted to talk about, was Dakara Thompson. Are you guys the betrayal, right? The lies, the disrespect. Oh my gosh, it's the money. What happened to the money? That's all I want to know. What about the money? Like, I don't care. Like, I don't care if you cheat and I'm getting my money. I don't care. Like, if you bringing me money, if you got a bag for me, that's gonna take a lot away, a lot of the sting. That's gonna take away a lot of it. Like my grandma said, he ain't caught until I catch him, and even then he ain't gonna be caught because he pay all the bills. I don't open my purse for nothing. Like as long as I don't have to open my purse, I don't have to work too hard. I don't really care what you do. I'm just gonna be honest. I don't care. You watch your money closely. I do too. Like I have my own money for sure. I'm gonna always have my own money because that's the kind of person I am. But, I need you to have your own too. And I need you not to ask me for mine. And if you want to spend money on somebody, I think if I found out my man was spending money, I don't care whose money it is, that's grounds for me to never talk to you again because it's more than an act. It's more than you guys just bumping uglies. You like this person. You want this person in your life. You treating that person like their wife. And I was talking about this the other night. Like if you, hey B Fly, what's good? Thanks for tuning in. We're on the late night chat, real late night, because I know. What time is it here? It's like already dark, so it's got to be past 8, almost 9. It's getting dark earlier. I know it's probably what like 11 where you were at. Thanks for tuning in. Um, Dang, where was I? Bring me back, y'all. Where was I at? Dang it. 11:40. You be up late anyway. But you was up early too. You was up early on your live, on the porch, glistening, looking all chocolatey and cute this morning. B Fly. 11:30. Thanks for rocking with me, girls. I appreciate you guys rocking with me on the late night. Especially since it's almost midnight where you are. I really appreciate that. Um, but the other last week, what I was talking about was polyamory or polygamy or whatever you want to call it. I guess it's poly. They call it poly relationships. I brought it up because I actually belong in one of my Finsta accounts, my fake accounts rather. I belong to a poly group, and I don't know how I came across it, but I did, and I joined it just to be curious. I don't think that's something that is attractive to me. I wouldn't want to be in a relationship like that. No, I don't think I would do poly. I don't think I would do poly in the sense like that. Like I said, I date and I don't mind him dating. I don't, for I I'm in flux right now. Um, I'm retired. I'm thinking about I'm pivoting in life, thinking about other things I might want to do. And right now, until I turn 50, I'm in the business of me right now. I'm pouring into myself, getting my health together, getting my last teenagers graduated from high school. So I don't have a lot of time for other people. Um, I've been running since 1 o'clock this morning. Really, I woke up at 1:30 a.m. and I've been on the ground running, driving all day long from 7 in the morning to 7 30 at night, posting content, cooking and cleaning at home, taking care of my girls, making phone calls, checking emails, taking care of personal business, making sure everything money is coming in. I don't have time for a relationship at all. I don't have time. I don't have the motivation for it. I don't want somebody requiring anything of me. But if I do, like I said, if I date, I'll date you. Like maybe let's meet up on on the weekend. Let's do whatever, and spend some time together here and there. But I don't want it to be like where I got to talk to you on the phone every day and coddle you and all that different stuff. So, a polygamous relationship might work for me. And that's what I said last week. Like, that might work for me because I don't want to have to tend to you like that. Like, it's too much of a commitment. And if I have to, if I give you to somebody else to deal with, that's fine with me. When I was married, my husband said, "Oh, we're not gonna be one of those couples who blah blah blah." If you get what I mean, like where you be like, "Oh, well, we go months and months or go days and days and we don't have any intimacy." I was like, "Well, you can get a girlfriend." He was like, "For real? Okay, I'm gonna get one." I was like, "Sure, I don't care." Because you get on my nerves and you keep bothering me. Like you keep talking and I keep telling you I don't want to talk all day long like that. I keep telling you I don't want to fill up my day with words. Like, just let me chill. And we got little babies and stuff like that. And, you know, my thing was, and his thing was, he wanted more attention, but all my attention was going to the babies. And I felt like both of our attention should go to the babies. We got little kids. And he felt like he should have been coming first, but not at that time. Like, if they're older, they're grown, yeah, but like little babies, we got to see about them. And he didn't like that. I put all my attention and all my energy into them, and I don't regret it not one bit, not at all. Eligio Bishop, you're not a number two woman. Eligio Bishop, I don't know who that is. Like, I don't like that cult stuff, and that's the thing. That's why I said when I was exploring the group, and I was exploring it because I just came across it and I just got nosy and I wanted to see what people really talk about. Then I thought about, because I'm an author as well, I don't know if you guys know that, but if you go to my profile, you can check out my books. Not saying you could buy them, but if you ever wanted to know what type of books I write. But I was exploring the topic to possibly write a book about it, about trying out the female lead trying out a polygamous relationship, because believe it or not, that's growing in popularity. It really is, but it does feel cultish because it feels like the man is kind of like a PI, you know what I'm saying, dash dot dot MP, and he's like controlling the women, and he's like, oh, we can all put our money together. Like, if she made 40, I made 40, and the other one made 40, that's only $120,000 for three families. That's not a lot of money. $120,000 is barely enough for one family. Like, and now you got two women and you got a man and you guys got two, three kids. How is $120,000 going to work for all of you? And it was like, well, it only works if everybody work. And I'm like, first of all, if I, if I'm in a polygamous relationship, oh yeah, I remember that he had the women and the men catering to him. I think they would. Yep, I remember that. I remember that. Um, I know they were living like in some type of forest or something like that. But even the ones that's not like that, that's not a cult with those cult like characteristics. Even the men that like, okay, we all live in a house. Some of them they wanted to be where everybody is in the same room together. You know what I mean? Or sometimes they wanted to be where, um, you know, sometimes it's where everybody, each family has their own home, and Sometimes it's where they all live together and then the women trade off babysitting. Everybody gets their different night and different things like that. Like, I wouldn't want to be like, if I were to do something like that. And again, that's not even something I'm gonna think about doing because ill. But I'm just saying, let's just say hypothetically, I wouldn't want to sleep in the same bed with everybody. One, two, I wouldn't want to live in the same house with everybody. And three, I'm not babysitting your kids. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I'm not babysitting nobody's kids. And fourth, I'm not sharing my money with you. Like, whatever money y'all got, she got is hers. Whatever money I got is mine. And homeboy, you got to split your money between all your people. So I feel like this: if a man wants to have a polygamous relationship, and if I'm going to be a part of one, I need to be a part of those ones where everybody had their own house, where the man make a lot of money, right? Disease infested, right? Like I said, ill. But listen, he has to have lots of money, and that's what protection is for, Deneen. Come on, grow up. But listen, he has to have money, right? And he has to be able to provide for all of us. That's the only way a relationship like that could work for me. You got to provide for all of your women. If you can't afford to have more than one woman, then you don't need to talk about you want two or three women because everybody can bring something to the table. And they're gonna say in these groups, like, you can go to Facebook, look them up, Black Polyamory. You will find one if you get curious and you want to just see the kind of BS they're talking and how the women are talking. Like, no, we trying to help build our king up, and we're trying to build our family. And some of y'all not with it. Some of y'all not. Y'all selfish. Like, if a woman, like if a man is married, because there was a lot of them who were married to their wives for years, and then all of a sudden they want to try the lifestyle, is what they call it, right? And what they call it, the I think of it, the word that they use. It'll come to me. I'm not gonna force it, but they'll have it to where they'll say, well, the wife was too jealous, and she didn't mind him meeting somebody, but she didn't want to meet her. And they said, well, that's not going to work if she can't understand, and there's no jealousy. This is about building a unit. And if she can't do that, then she might not be the one for you, blah blah. And then if he's dating and meeting a new girl, he should be able to go out and date without the wife being jealous. It's a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, because remember when uh, uh, Abraham and Sarah couldn't have a baby, and she told him to go have a baby with somebody else. And remember, she ended up getting jealous, and then she made him send her away. Okay, and this was happening back in biblical days where the man was able to have different wives and stuff like that. So that just lets you know from the beginning of the time, women are jealous. Women, there hell has no fury as a hell has no fury like a woman scorned. So what makes people think that they would be able to have these uh, love triangles and nobody would get jealous? Like, I'm gonna tell you like this: if you make it out alive out of one of those situations, count yourself lucky, because most of the time in a love triangle, somebody doesn't make it out. That's number one. Somebody's going to end up in jail. It's going to be a lot of hurt feelings, a lot of stuff going on. So, I don't know. But these men cheat all the time anyway, so it's like, why not get a calendar and separate the days and give each woman their week? Or this woman gets Sunday. What Scissor say? I just keep them satisfied through the weekend. Like, she gets you through the week from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then I get you Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I got it covered on the weekend, and everybody's happy, right? But yeah, no, I wouldn't do that. I just don't feel like, but I do feel like we're at the times where women are going to share men, whether they know it or not. You're going to share. unless you just got an A1 man who is content with his life and who is secure within himself, who's honest and open, who loves you and wants to have something solid with you. Outside of that, these young guys, I had a girlfriend who was with her man for over 10 years. She planned a destination marriage in Vegas, booked rooms and everything, and he was cheating on her constantly. Like, man, like, what about that? I think it was a story, it came out last year or the year before. A man took his wife and kids, or his, I don't know what she was, but some woman he was in a relationship with. It might have been his wife, and they went on a vacation. Why he had the mistress come on a vacation too, had her at the same motel and everything, and the wife found out about it. Like, you couldn't even leave your mistress for a little vacation? They do it all the time, Deneen. These women, they're so hard up for a man. They know about each other, and like this woman that we were just watching, the other woman would know all about your wife. They don't care. He waited 2 days before the actual date to leave and left her. Wow, that's sorry. Like, why would you let her plan that? Why would you go through all that and just not tell her? Look, I can't do it. I don't want to do it. Why would you do that to somebody? Like, and I'm telling you, some of them get off on hurting women. It's like it makes them feel good. Like, if you're not hurting, if you're not crying, it's like it don't even feel exciting to them. Like, if you go on about your business, men can't take that. I'm gonna tell you right now, I can't tell you how many times I have gone on about my business, forgot all about somebody, and then they start calling again because they just want to. I mean, they're narcissists. Men are such narcissists and egomaniacs. They can't stand when they can't have you in a certain pocket, right? Like, as soon as you start moving about and doing you, they don't like that. They don't like that. They don't like not knowing what you're up to. They don't like not knowing that. They don't like knowing that you can move on without them. Like, they want to hurt you and embarrass you and have you going through a bunch of drama and then expect you to still stay around it because you're a real one. You a rider. What now? You a ride or ride, right? No. Mm-mm. It's not a lot of good men out there. It's not a lot of good women either. But there's some. There's still some out there. So I would say either be alone or wait till your Mr. Right or Mrs. Right come along. Because settling is not the move either. And I think that's what a lot of us do. We settle. If a man is showing you that he doesn't want to be single or that he wants to date other women, let him do that. But you have to make the decision ultimately if you want to be a part of that. And if you can handle that, if you know it's no, don't even start off with that. He went to work on morning, knew the utilities were going to be cut off. And he even cut the utilities off. He was cold. He didn't like her at all. I mean, that was cold blooded. Because I'm going to tell you like this, if somebody care about you, they don't want to hurt you. But they'll sit you down and talk to you. They won't let you pay. They won't let you pay all that money or get all excited if they don't want to marry you. He hated her. He hates himself. He's a loser. That's what he was. Because why would you turn off the utilities on that girl? Like, you didn't have to do that at all. Like, it was like he wanted to hurt her and he wanted to pay her back for something. What it was, I don't know. Because he could have left the electric on and just came to her like, look, you can keep it on, you can use my name, but I gotta use my name for myself or whatever. Or you can keep it on for a few more weeks, but you're gonna have to change it because I'm gonna be transferring my utilities out. Very simple. Very simple. But guys, I'm gonna talk about Dakara Thompson real quick and then I'm gonna head on out. She called me and had to shower at our house. I was like, what the? When I got the call, girl. That's another thing too. Like, for all the stupid stuff I done, I know women who have done 10 times stupider. Like, and with numerous men, not just one man or two men, numerous men. Like, it's like, dang, you just got hurt bad. You ready to go back out there again? You know? I don't get that part. Like, if somebody hurt you real bad, like, take some time off and heal, right? But Dakota Thompson was a 19-year-old girl out of Maryland, I think Prince George County, and she went missing. She was missing for about 9 days, and then they found her under a bridge. And looks like she met up with somebody, and that person ended up unaliving her the same night. And so while her parents were looking for her, she was already gone, it's believed. Um, it was an illegal immigrant that she met up with, and people don't know why did she meet up with this person, or because they show her getting in his car. She lived not too far from you. Wow, wow. It's so sad because she's young, like pretty girl too. It's like, what were you doing out at that time of night? And then I have 5 girls, and I always tell them, make sure I know where you are at all times. Make sure you tell me the truth, who you're with, because if her father had knew where she was going, who she was with, when she didn't come home right away, they would have known. Okay, you were with such and such. You didn't make it. You know, you could go over there and check out their house and send the police right to their door. But by the time the father, realized she was gone, she was already gone. She was already gone, like probably within a couple of hours after she talked to him. But I just, I reminded my kids, like, you don't want to be outside at late at night because the freaks come out at night. Like, there's no reason for you to be outside past midnight, really past 10. You need to be wherever you're going to. If you're going to be spending time at somebody else's house, you guys need to be in their house 9, 10. The latest. 11, 12, why would you be out? Like clubs? You don't need to be at clubs, you know, especially by yourself. Now, if you're with a group of people, okay, I can understand you being out there and doing whatever you're doing. But this young girl, she was out at 1 a.m. And when she went to meet this guy, she had to walk a distance. She didn't just walk like around the corner. And she left her car, she was coming back. But I'm like, why did she probably wasn't going to get gas at 10 p.m. When she met up with this guy, it was like 1:30 in the morning. Or maybe she was going to get gas and maybe had other plans too. Or maybe, they called and they were testing or whatever. But I think she probably was probably going to go meet that guy briefly because of the way she parked her car. I don't think she was supposed to be going to his house or staying at his house that long. And I just don't understand, why did she leave her car right there and drive off with him? Or was she supposed to? Some people thought she was a woman of the night and she was supposed to turn the trick real quick. I hope that wasn't what it was, because I just hope it wasn't that. But yeah, her family was very brokenhearted, as they should be. But he just took her and just threw her in the field like she was nothing. Crazy. I don't like being out late at all. Like I won't go get. I don't even like leaving my house after 8 unless I have to. But this is another reminder to always watch our surroundings and make sure we know people. Like, I bet she didn't even know him like that. I don't think it was a boyfriend. I don't think they knew each other. Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see how this case unfolds. I will be paying attention to it, and I will be talking about it. I think the Nazara Harris case that's going to be coming up soon too. So I'll be talking about that. I tried to stay away from that case. Oh, I tried to stay away from that case, but um, I went down the rabbit hole, and that case was just something else to me too. We got to do better at protecting our black girls. They didn't know each other. I don't either. Like I talked to a lot of different people, be fly like within my community. And my community where I live, it's gotten worse over the years, a lot worse. But it's still a good community at the same time too. And I just talked to different business owners and things like that. They be like, I go take care of whatever I got to take care of, and I make sure I'm home and in my house. And my mom says, Charity, people that usually find themselves in trouble, she said, it's people that usually be places they shouldn't be, doing things they shouldn't do. And I'm not in no way blaming this girl for this. She's a baby. She was a baby, and this should have never happened to her. But she was out doing something she shouldn't be doing. And that's what my mom always told me when I was young. She said, Charity, I don't care what it is. Make sure you tell me because I can understand if nobody else do. Like, do not lie to me. And I never lied to my mom. I'm almost 50 years old, and my mom knows that I do not lie to her. I don't tell her as much as I used to. That I don't do. I don't tell her everything. I used to tell my mom everything. I'm talking about everything. I don't tell her everything no more because it ain't her business. I'm grown now. I's grown now. But yes, be fly. People have to do better about protecting their kids, and these girls gotta listen. I told my daughter, I said, listen. She's starting to drive, um, so I'm like, you don't need to be. I'm like, whatever you're gonna be doing, like, if you're with somebody or whatever like that, one of your friends, you guys need to be wherever you're gonna be and hunker down because all that driving around, cruising about the city, all you're doing is getting yourself into an accident or getting yourself into trouble. You don't tell your mom everything either. No, shoot, they don't tell us everything. But no, I don't tell my mom everything. So I just hope that people are at least talking to their kids and you know saying using this her story as an example and saying, hey, don't don't go places where I don't know you're at. Make sure I know where you're at all times. Make sure you're in the house by a certain time because nobody's out at that time of night. Nobody is out. Can you hear me now? I sound distant. My sound is muffled. Yeah, y'all, I'm about to get off this thing. I'm getting a little tired. Um, I'm gonna go to bed. Oh, thank you guys for hanging out with me. You know what, Denise? I'm gonna go ahead and finish watching that story and eat me some frozen grapes and then take it to bed. Yeah, I must have had like my finger covering the mic a little bit. And the way I was laying down, that's probably why I sounded muffled a little bit or whatever. But again, I thank you guys for engaging with me, and we must do this again. We must do this again, and come up with some more hot topics. I like giving my opinion on different things. It's just fascinating. People watching and frozen grapes are my favorite treat right now that I'm clean eating. I haven't had, oh, it's 2 months now. Today is my second month. I started clean eating. Well, I've been clean eating for a number of years, but I never stick to it. And the longest I've stuck to clean eating has been 2 months. So today is 2 months. Now, tomorrow will be 2 months in a day. So I'm gearing up for 6 months of nothing but clean eating, no cheating, no fun stuff at all, just pure clean eating. This week I had salmon all week. Salmon portions were on sale at Vaughn's here where I live in California, and about 3 day one, and I think I probably ate like one and a half for dinner. Then the next day I had another one and a half pieces. Like I think it probably was like about 4 ounces for each piece. So salmon has a lot of protein. It has a lot of good stuff in it. And I hadn't had salmon in a while because I just wasn't cooking. And I would get the food, get the salmon, and then it would go to waste because I didn't cook it. Just real bonehead stuff. But I cooked it, and I put some asparagus. I put some asparagus in the oven too, and I like my asparagus crispy. But the first day I think I had it with a salad, but then Sunday I was like, I need some more of that salmon, and I probably should go get some more before it goes off sale. I don't know. We'll see, but I think I'm kind of salmoned out to keep it real. The more I go, oh, you said you could do it with your Deneen, do it with your camera off. I do it both ways. It just depends. Like today was one of those days where I just was running around. I didn't get dressed really. I just threw whatever on. I've been running from 7 to 7. Like I wasn't gonna come on with my video camera on, but tomorrow. But I like to do a live with the video camera on because it's just a better interaction, and more people stick around when you do it that way. Once you get a good audience, then they don't care if you have your video camera on or off because they want to hear what you got to say. You're doing a 100 short challenge. That's what's up. Um, I could do 100 shorts a day, but um, Butterfly said she was doing some shorts. I think I put out 4 today. Maybe I do 5 or 6 a day instead of 100 in a week. I don't know. So when I say the camera off, you mean video? It then post a live. I'm not sure what you mean. I'm gonna check you out too, Deneen. I didn't know that you was Deneen. Am I following you, Deneen? Let me go to my other phone and make sure I am. Cause sometimes I'm not following people for whatever reason. But let me see. Mm. And look at that. My iPhone is already at 81%. Just from the time I've been on live, and I haven't had it plugged in the whole time either. And that 81% will last me 2 days. I'm not on my iPhone as much anyway, but compare. And then my Samsung is a Z Fold, so maybe it uses more battery life. But I love the iPhone. I love that. Even if it's on 6%, it will stay for a long time. Okay, let me go to view channel live. Okay. All right, Deneen. Okay. Ooh, I'm not subscribed. Deneen, I feel like I've seen you before though. Let me see. Yeah, so let me let a short or a video play right now. And that'll keep you in my algorithm. That'll get us started. Bring your tails on up in here, sit back, chill, and relax. Oh, I like that. You need the mufasa, you need to get some things off your chest. I like how you started that off, Deneen. That's what's up. And that's cool right there. Like another thing I do, Deneen, sometimes is if I want to go live, but I really don't have anything to talk about, I use Chat GPT. And how I use Chat GPT is I've had Chat GPT analyze my YouTube, my Facebook, and I talk to Chat GPT like I'm talking to an assistant. So that it could learn my voice and learn how I learn my flavor. And so I've been using it for like the last month or two, and it's getting better and better at that. And if it doesn't come up with something I want, I make it go back at it again until I'm satisfied with what it comes up with. But I'll tell them to come up with an idea for a chat. I'll tell them give me an idea for a thumbnail. I'll tell it give me a title, give me a description, and a promo. Yes, yes, just like that. B fly. You just did a live. I got your live playing on my other phone, and your face isn't showing. Your camera is off. You just push. Once you hit the next button, you just click the camera, and it'll be a slash through it, so your face won't show. You don't have to show your face. But yes, use Chat GPT. Go around and see what everybody else is talking about. See what's trending. Talk about that. It's so many ways you can do it. It's and you don't have to be perfect. Just show up. Like I was saying that I was gonna go live from my bedroom and do like a little series. Why did I see somebody do that today? They got like 200,000 followers, and that's all they do is go live, either from their kitchen or from their bedroom. Keep it very simple and keep it authentic. It's all we need to do. Right, just keep showing up, B Fly. The more we show up, the more people will see us. Like for instance, like if you look at my community tabs, like from last year, I would get like 1 or 3 likes, and this year I'm at 200 likes now. So that just shows you that what being consistent would do and how far it will take you. You was gonna touch based on Dakar as well. You can still do it. You can still do it, and that's a good thing about it. Like everybody has a different take and a different opinion, and my audience may not be your audience. So if you want to still take it, you can. I won't feel no way about that. We can talk about whatever we want to. We can borrow ideas from each other and all of that. And also, that's what I wanted to have too, like a think tank or a create space. Like I wanted to do a Zoom meeting and have everybody come on there, then everybody share ideas and everybody come up with different topics for their lives and shorts and videos and things like that. And then you could even film them right on the spot. And you can connect with others and say, okay, I'm going to have a panel and let's get together and let's talk about what we're going to do. Then you can take it from the create space and go right into a breakout room and you guys come up with a panel that you're going to do. Or um, somebody gives you an idea for a short, or somebody, we're all looking at each other's pages and saying, this is, I think you should do more of, or I like this about your page. And just, be creative and keep piggyback off each other. Absolutely. And I'm going to post that tomorrow. I've been saying I'm going to post it tomorrow. And maybe we could do it this coming Saturday or Friday night. I don't know. I'm going to post it up and see if I get a good response. And then I'll send everybody the link to the Zoom. And or maybe we could do it early Saturday morning, like 8 a.m. for me, maybe 11 for you guys. I don't know. You guys can let me know. I'll ask everybody what's a good time for them as well. And then people can get together and just have like an exchange of ideals and then really see how people feel about their content and what they're doing, if they like their page or if they don't like their page or what they think they can improve on. I think that's a great way to stay motivated and stay and make sure you're on the right track, right? So again, thank you guys. Replay again. Thank you for tuning in. Leave a comment so I know you stopped by, and I'll comment back as always. Right, Denise. I'm gonna do it. Hopefully I remember because I'm half asleep, y'all. Really keeping it real. But I could use the YouTube hours. And plus, I like to go live. You know what, guys? And this is how you're gonna get to, Denise. Once you start doing it more and more, you're gonna get to the point where you like doing the lives. Um, I got a lot going on, so I'm not doing them every day like I was this summer, because your girl is tired. But after I go a few days without doing one, I miss y'all. I be like, okay, I need to go live. And that's how you'll be too. See, you still playing.
What's the word on the YouTube streets? What's going on with that crazy lady that got a husband and 9 kids?
That lady got a husband. You see, Roxy been on her neck, foot on neck records. Roxy is not letting up on her. She been going chunking on with Peter like 3 or 4 days. I ain't mad at it though, because you know what? She be doing too much and saying too much. I don't care if that is how you feel or you don't feel. Quit putting negativity out in the world. You got kids. You got a husband that you love. Stop putting all that drama and stuff out there. Yes. And you know what? Lives are a good way to, get your watch hours up, especially if you have a good topic. Your videos long term, they can get, if you, it's a lot harder to get watch hours with videos if you don't have an audience yet, right? Because that you got to have an audience to watch your videos. But lives, you get more watch hours because, especially if you do it in a vertical or is it horizontal? Vertical. If you do your update on the vertical, then it's going to be in the shorts feed and you can get more people to come and stop and watch. Whereas if you do it the horizontal way, you're not going to get as many people it's not going to be shown to as many people. So you may or may not get as many watch hours. But the thing about I'm finding is that the lives don't really have a lot of replay value. So you want to do, and they taught me that last month. The guys taught me what vertical was last month. They look at me, I still don't know. But yeah, so guys, I'm gonna go to bed. You guys have a good night and check me out tomorrow. And like I said, I'm already watching one of your lives on my other phone. And so now you're being my algorithm as well, Deneen. Let's see. What's your name on your channel? Oh, you're just Deneen. Okay. So Deneen, yes, you will see me liking and commenting. Thanks for tuning in. So you're gonna get another hour right now. I'm adding to your hours to your watch hours right now.
Hello, hello,
Oh, how did I get on
hello.
that?
How is everyone today? Well, I hope
Okay,
that
that was
you're
so.
having a great
You know,
day
when I put when I
also.
did a
And if not,
when I scratched the ticket on here,
get
Deneen,
over it.
it didn't really get any
So, what I have
it didn't
here
get any views.
is
I took
my
it down, so
topic.
I don't know if YouTube has a thing against that.
Your girl cut mine.
Scratching tickets, I don't know. So
What's good, my
I took mine
dears?
down.
What's good? How's everybody doing
Oh,
tonight?
that's me, girl. How I get right there? All right. Good night, guys. God bless.